Hey guys, so just wanted to make a quick video breaking down some of the cryptocurrency exchange options that we have here for Australians. So, when I made a video a little while ago on how to buy Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in Australia, BTC Markets was the best option. A lot has obviously changed and we have a lot more options now. So, I just wanted to run you through some of what we have at the moment. So, one of the things I have done just to get myself up to scratch is basically looked up the top cryptocurrency spot exchanges. And then one of the things I'm looking for is the cost of fees, the payment options, and then obviously trading volume, which gives you an idea of uh, what sort of spreads you might potentially pay. So, in a nutshell, if you have low trading volume, that sometimes means that you actually end up paying for the spread, which basically means that there isn't a seller that is willing to sell at what an exchange with a lot more trading volume might be able to offer you. So that ends up costing you more to buy the same crypto. So looking at this, just scrolling down, you've got Binance, which they've removed their payment merchant from Australia, which means that you can't make PayID or OSCO payments now. So that's been a real bummer, but I'll go through that in a sec. We've got some exchanges like BitGet, which requires no KYC, but they're also not particularly Australian friendly. And then if we scroll down, we can see there's a few that we can recognize. Not a ton of Australian ones in the top 50. But if we go down a little bit further, we start to see some Australian ones like Independent Reserve, and I think it might have gone past BTC Markets. And then going through this, look, I'll get to the point. Kraken has been my best option. If for the guys who don't want to watch all the way through the video, I recommend using Kraken as an exchange that all around is the best option in terms of having the lowest fees, both trading fees, having payment options for deposit, so easy on ramp for fiat and AUD. So looking at here, we can see based on the example of $10,000, I imagine most of you guys are depositing around $10,000 or less. So you've got the taker fee, which is basically where you sell to market and you pay 0.26%. But if you put in an order that's below what other people and you're waiting for the order to come to you, then you pay a smaller fee of 0.16%. Independent reserve, the other option, you're looking at fees of 0.5%. They do say you can get it all the way down to 0.02%, but you do have to trade quite high. So safe to assume that you'll be paying 0.5% on a transaction of $10,000 or less. And then looking at BTC markets, you've got a taker fee of 0.2%, but then also if you trade the AUD pairs, you're essentially looking at about 0.7%. Looking at Binance, you've got a 0.1% maker fee, so they're quite good and they've got a lot of coins to trade, one of the highest liquidities. They're a global exchange, but not being able to deposit through OSCO or bank deposit and having to use credit card makes this a deal breaker because there are high fees associated with it. And then another option that some of you guys might have heard of and is quite popular in Australia is CoinSpot. So they have a 0.1% market order fee, but then 1% on the instant buy, sell, and swap. So this is probably where they get you. If you download the CoinSpot app, you actually pay a lot more fees from what I understand when you use the instant swap feature. And I'm not even sure if you have like limit orders or market orders to take advantage of the lower fees. So to be fair, this is pretty common practice. So whenever you can, try to buy crypto through the desktop version rather than downloading the app. And then to, I guess, bring it all together, this is what you can sort of expect as a summary. So, Independent Reserve is an Australian exchange, BTC Markets, CoinSpot also. Binance and Kraken aren't. Payment options, you've got pretty much OSCO, PayID, credit card, what you would expect from Independent Reserve, BTC Markets, and CoinSpot being Australian exchanges. Kraken, interestingly, allows you to actually do OSCO and PayID as well as credit card, which is great. Binance, as I said before, credit card only. In terms of coins traded, so this is the number of pairs and coins that you can trade. Independent Reserve is pretty limited. BTC Markets, again, pretty limited. CoinSpot has a few extra options. Binance by far has the highest, and Kraken has just the main pairs as well. In terms of liquidity, I've always found that Australian exchanges aren't great for anything other than like Bitcoin and Ethereum, so the main coins. So as you sort of get deep into crypto, you realize that you're probably best to only buy the main coins here and then do most of your trades on Binance, honestly. Kraken is a little bit better. You've got a lot more liquidity, and some of their main coins you have decent liquidity and trading volume, so you don't get hit by those spreads. In terms of deposits, I really like Kraken being able to do the instant payments. OSCO is pretty good too. So if you make a bank deposit, you can sort of expect it in 1 to 2 business days, sometimes 3 business days if you do it over a weekend, or after like Friday afternoon, for example. Big deal breaker is Binance having a 4.5% credit card fee. Aside from the bank deposit, you also want to look out for trading fees. So I found that Kraken is probably the best all around, just due to its lower trading fees and easy deposit on ramp for bank deposits. Personally, I wouldn't use BTC Markets or Independent Reserve anymore. I also found that they are a little bit more difficult to deal with when you're trying to make deposits, and they ask a lot of KYC related questions. I mean, all of these you need a KYC anyway, but they want to know what your income source, where it's coming from, and a lot more questions, and scrutinizing, I guess, the transactions. So I can't really recommend them anymore. Kraken by far is my favorite at the moment. That might change, but yeah, in a nutshell, I just wanted to share some of the options that I have. And if you guys have any questions or you found value out of this, please leave a comment and give the video a like and subscribe if you're new here. Thanks, guys. Bye.